What's going on, guys? Just wanted to throw up a quick vlog on hobbies and things I'm passionate about. So let's go ahead and get this thing going, and let's roll the intro. Ah, man. Freaking traffic, huh? Let's not die today. How about that? Oh, there's so many bombs. Ooh, thank you, sir. Just wanted to talk about some hobbies that I have and some things that I'm passionate about, and just, you know, make something short. Probably won't go into too much detail unless, you know, there's some interest or anything like that. But I work in the computer security field, and that's what I do. I work with web scanning, so scanning websites for vulnerabilities, trying to make sure they're free from anything that could cause issues if an attacker take a look at our sites, and try to make sure that we limit that risk. And I work with a lot of developers, you know, when we find vulnerabilities, kind of helping them figure out how to resolve them. Not necessarily a programmer, which is probably pretty weird if you know anything about security. But, you know, I know enough to direct or guide people in the right direction as to what they need to change and what files or what string they need to change in order to remove a vulnerability. I also deal with like the scanning of our clients and things like that for vulnerabilities. Beyond that, it's a passion that I have to learn new things about security, and I definitely love new gadgets, but not your ordinary gadgets. I like the gadgets that do fun and mysterious things. My favorite by far is something called the Wi-Fi pineapple, or the Yassiger. That's always a fun one to play with when you're at Starbucks, and is the main reason why you should never, ever, I mean ever, under no circumstance, connect to a free public Wi-Fi, because there are people, not like me necessarily, but people that want to do malicious things rather than just, you know, play around and see what they can do. They will sit there and they can basically make you connect to them versus connecting to what you think you are connecting to. So let's say, for example, you go to Starbucks and you connect to the Starbucks Wi-Fi. Well, in reality, you would be connected to me and not Starbucks, and your internet would be going through me. I would be providing you your internet. If that's not scary, then just imagine any secure website you go to, and I'm talking about banks, your email account, you know, whatever, your Facebook account, doesn't matter, whatever you're using, the SSL, which is, you know, security, which the HTTPS that you would see at the top of the URL. Well, if you were going through this little toy, I could essentially remove that protection from your browser, so you wouldn't notice a difference unless you knew what to look for, which was that the S was missing, and you would log in as normal. Only difference is now all your credentials and all the information you just sent to that website, I now have and is logged, and you are none the wiser. You have no clue. Your internet down at the bottom shows that you're connected to Starbucks. Your internet's working, and it's probably working faster because you're going on my 4G versus whatever, you know, internet that Starbucks or whoever's Wi-Fi you're using is, where they have like 13 people all downloading porn at the same time. You can also do things which are pretty fun, kind of like Rickrolling. You can make it every, you know, randomly as they're browsing the internet, they get Rickrolled, and it happens time and time and again. Or you can go to, you know, the different little annoying, you know, videos, and it'll just stream over and over again randomly at whatever sites they're going to. And that's probably my funnest toy. And the problem is that it's super cheap, so it's not something that, you know, you got to spend a bunch of money on. It's about $100. If you want the whole setup, you're probably looking at about $200. Awesome freaking toy. The one thing that people don't understand is that the security landscape has changed for the most part. While there's always been script kiddies, you know, people that use other people's tools and things like that, that has only become easier. So to do attacks like I'm talking about with that Wi-Fi pineapple, it doesn't take some elite hacker to steal your credit card information. Some 12-year-old kid with YouTube and $100 as a part-time job can sit there and do this on his own. And that's the reality of the environment that we live in these days, is that these advanced attacks are becoming more and more easier for anyone to do. And so that's one of the reasons why I love learning about these new gadgets. I like seeing the new tools and new ways and how to protect yourself from it. And obviously the way to protect yourself from that is don't connect to free Wi-Fi. That is the #1 rule. Never, ever, ever, ever connect to free Wi-Fi. If you do, please use some sort of VPN, SSH if you know what that is. SSH to your heart. For those who are nerdy enough to know that song, yo, props to you. And yeah, so I have an idea, because I enjoy talking about this stuff, of maybe starting a segment specifically on security. You know, not necessarily business-wise, but security and how it relates to you, how it relates to the normal person. Maybe talk about things that aren't necessarily well known to the public, but in the security realm of things, very well known, and the level of ease to do some of these things is pretty scary. And I mean, honestly, it's pretty fucking scary how easy people can do things these days. And so maybe I'd like to talk about things that relate to you, things that you can do to protect yourself, and just some general security, you know, and maybe even do like a Q&A where, you know, people can submit questions and I can answer, you know, to the best of my ability. Now, as I said, I work in the security environment. I did go to school for it. I just like security. I do it on my free time and learn about new tools, and I do it at work. Fortunately for me, I have a job that I actually went to school for, which I have a lot of friends that that went to school and they're not even doing what they went to school for, and they hate their jobs. While my job can be stressful, you know, it's what I went to school for, and it's definitely what I have a passion for. I work in more of a corporate environment, so things are a little bit different. You know, there's definitely a different landscape, but you know, I do what I can to protect myself and my home and my environment, and you know, in general, you know, my family. And so those are the types of things that I think I want to talk about, and kind of stay away from the corporate side unless something cool comes up where I was like, holy shit, did you know, see this, or did you know this kind of thing? But let me know. Again, this is just a short clip. I figured, you know, I was out, do a quick vlog about the idea. So keep an eye out for that. That may be coming down the road. As always, if you like my videos, hit that like button down here, and hit that subscribe button up here. And have a good one and keep riding. That's because you got some pineapple juice.
What the fuck is this pineapple juice?
Pineapple mojitos. That sounded. How much was it at the bar?